it's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm Angela Yee. My girl Chella is here with me.
Hey.
I know that's right.
Period.
And Rihanna is on the cover of Interview magazine. And first of all, she is getting some backlash for this cover. She's dressed as a sexy nun on the cover. And people are upset about some of the imagery, saying, is this blasphemy and things like that. What do you think, Chella, when you take a look at it?
I think she looked good, and I think she should stay doing her because that's what's been working.
Right. I mean, people do stuff like this, I feel like, when they get dressed up for Halloween and stuff like that. So is that blasphemous when that happens? But, you know, I also feel like when they styled this shoot, they knew it would get backlash from certain people.
Hey, I mean,
and I'm sure there's a reason for it that we'll find out what it's all about. But this interview took place at 3 a.m. in the morning in Milan. The date was February 26th. And the person who interviewed her, Mel Ottenberg, used to be her stylist previously, so they know each other really well. And so they talk about a lot of things. They talk about her relationship with A$AP Rocky and how her team knew that she liked him at the VMAs a long time ago, and how they connected really over fashion. And you know, just you can read the full interview, but she talks about how he outdresses her, like when they're flying. She likes to be in sweats, and he'll put on he'll want to be in like a whole Bottega suit.
Right.
She also said that COVID really sped up their relationship. I felt God knew we needed because we were going to start a family, and had it not been for COVID, we would have taken a lot more time to get comfortable with each other to even know that we were ready. But she said we saw fashion the same, we saw creative the same, we ended up in the same circles a lot. And past that, when we grew up, we ended up supporting each other's brands and products and creative all the time. I would wear his ish, he would show up to my launches, but it wasn't until the end of 2019. She said he's seen me in relationships, I've seen him, we've seen each other outside of relationships. We knew what we're capable of and the trouble that we could bring to each other's lives. We can make or break each other's hearts, and so we started dating with a lot of caution.
That's what's up. I like that.
Yeah, so you can read that full interview. It's out right now. Like we said, her interview is in Interview magazine, and she's on the cover. And you know, she doesn't do a lot of interviews at all right now. So this is definitely something that I know people are going to want to read. All right. And, you know, we've been talking about a lot of women breaking records today. We talked about Nicki Minaj. We talked about Beyonce. But let's talk about NCAA women's basketball. The national championship game broke historic ground with a record-setting 18.7 million viewers.
That's crazy.
That's, as we know, South Carolina beat Iowa 87-75. And that is such a huge deal. I'm hoping that this means major endorsements, major sponsorships for these women. You know, we've been talking about a lot of the standouts from the game. Of course, Coach Dawn Staley, everybody loves her. They're calling her Louis Vuitton Dawn.
Yep, because she came in with the jacket.
Yep. She don't play about her fashion. Yeah. So shout out to them for that, because I feel like women's sports has been what people have been watching nonstop.
Right.
All right, well, that is your Yeetie. And Chella is in the building today from Chicago. So when we come back, we're going to talk to you.
Yeah.
And get all of your mix. Sound excited? Come on.
I'm always excited.
All right. I'm wearing some clothing from your store right now. This shirt is from It's a Vibe.
Yes, and you are wearing it well.
Thank you. It's Way Up.